Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the video. My name is ArgentSargent, and this gentleman with the funky facial hair right here is Chinpatchy. Right now I'm sitting around in a Minecraft survival server that I am playing with a couple of my friends called Moroncraft. The Moroncraft server is featuring in a YouTube series that I'm creating by the same name, and it recounts the mischievous adventures of myself and a couple of my friends who play together with me on this server that I host. But that isn't really that important. And I shall tell you for why. I'm a bit of a sham. I have a secret, a very dark secret. I've never completed Minecraft. And I think it's about time I did. Let's make a whole thing out of it, I thought. Let's do something where I get to complete Survival Minecraft for the first time in my life. And I get to share with you guys everything I learn along the way. So if you are an absolute beginner to the game and you'd like to learn how any of this works, then you've come to the right place. Or alternatively, if you just want to see somebody run Minecraft through to its completion in a relaxed, chilled out and hopefully fun way, then hopefully this series will be for you too. At times there are going to be things that I cover that are so basic that they might seem to a more experienced player to not be worth mentioning, but to a novice this could prove to be completely invaluable information. It isn't my intention during this series to go creating anything enormous. If I need a reliable source of iron, then I might make a small farm. The same concept will apply to food as well. My intention is to complete Survival Minecraft in a relatively streamlined fashion while trying to make sure that everybody is educated along the way, including myself. So, let's go learn something. It's as if the game read my mind. Javalicious. I am playing Java Edition Minecraft. By and large, the stuff we talk through is going to be consistent across all versions, except for when I talk specifically about controls in-game. You'll see at the bottom here that I've modded mine. It's one modification I use in particular called Optifine, which gives me a couple of funky textures. We'll talk about textures another time. And it gives me the ability to do a zoom in feature, as you've seen me do a couple of times so far this video. When you start up the game for the first time, we're going to be going to single player, and we are going to create a new world. Here are some worlds that I created earlier. I'm not too fussed about them. Simple, simple. You click the create a new world button. You can name your world whatever you want. You can name it after your favourite YouTuber. I'm just going to put the date in. I'm sorry, I'm not very creative. So, game mode, survival. There are many different ways to play the game. Hardcore means you've only got one life. And creative does exactly what it says on the tin. If you want to create stuff, make fancy buildings without having to harvest the materials yourself, creative is the game mode for you. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing survival, because we want to complete the game, we want to do it without cheating, but I know I'm going to die a handful of times, probably more than we're going to be able to count, so hardcore is not for us. So survival, I would like to play it on normal mode. I don't want to play with cheats. Data packs, if you're like me, you won't have any data packs, so it's not relevant. Game rules, these game rules will be default, and you can change those if you want. I'm not going to go into them here. More world options. Generate instructions on, world type, default. Keep it simple. I haven't really changed anything about these stats at all. So we're going to keep it dead simple. Going to put the date in, and we're just going to create the new world. I wonder if you guys can hear the dogs going mental. You might get to meet the dogs at some point, if you're lucky. But they can be noisy sometimes. But it's okay, we love them anyway. Right, let's get straight to it. Once you've decided all your settings, I haven't changed anything at all, you hit the create new world button. Bam. It'll take a little while because your computer will be making the game from scratch. The worlds are randomly generated, which means it creates the data out of thin air. This is its creation process for the game. And this is us loading in. Okay, so I have landed, as oftentimes I do, inside a spruce forest. Your controls are W, A, S, and D to move around, space to jump. Chances are, in your controls, you might have auto jump on. What that does is it means if you walk up to a block that's one block high, you jump up it automatically. I don't have to press space to jump up these blocks. Oh, hello, foxes. I don't like auto jump, probably because I'm old. So I'm going to leave it off. Done, done, done. The first thing you're going to want to do during your first day in game, you're going to need some food. These are sweet berries. you break them by left clicking. Pick them up, pick them up, pick them up, pick them up. You can attack the foxes if you want. I'm not going to because I'm perfectly happy and don't feel the need to beat up small animals just at the moment, though the urge may take over me at some point. So in your bar on the bottom, you have this set of boxes here, and you use your mouse wheel to scroll through those, and you can select items along your taskbar to use them, consume them, or place them, or attack with them. On the left, this bunch of hearts is your health level. You will lose health if you take damage, or if you starve, or if you start drowning. On the right, these little meat sticky looking things, that is your hunger meter. So that will deplete as time goes on. Chinpatchy does eventually get hungry, and the more he runs around and the more he jumps, the quicker he gets hungry. So he needs to consume food to keep himself functioning, and if he doesn't, he will starve potentially to death. The first thing you're going to want to do during your first day, as I say, is gather some food and break some trees. So you need some wood. Right clicking on the trees won't do anything. If you hold left click, you will eventually punch through the tree and you will harvest a lump of wood. Fantastic, that's an oak log. We like them. There are different types of wood out there, but at the moment it doesn't really matter. It's just useful to have a selection at the moment. We're finished taking down the tree, and now we can do a little bit of crafting. So you press E to open up the inventory and you're presented with this screen. If you click this button here, that shows you your crafting recipes book. Click it open. Brilliant. We have the ability out of these logs to craft planks or wood. We want planks. So you can just click that, left click that over there, and it will build up the items. Or you can left click, move over, right click to drop one, left click to drop the entire stack, left click to pick up all, left click to put down all, right click to halve the stack, and left click to drop. You can shift click to move this as a lump straight into your inventory. Now to make a crafting bench, you put 4 sets of planks together like that. To make sticks, you put planks one on top of the other like that, and it produces 4 sticks for you. So you'll see that this crafting area here has 4 blocks. But, just like in real life, when you lay down a table, you've got a bit more space to work. This has 9. Brilliant. So from here, we're able to start crafting tools. Let me just talk you through what I'm doing here. So from here, I've got 2 sticks here. I right click and hold, and I drag down, and it spreads it out. Right click and hold and drag across, and it spreads it out. That is the shape required for a pickaxe. So let's make some more sticks, get them. Make some more planks, get them. Make some more sticks again. Place a stick down like that, 2 planks like that, and you get a sword. Let's get some more sticks in, just to demonstrate some concepts. 2 sticks and a plank makes a shovel. 2 sticks, 3 planks makes an axe in that shape. In that shape, it's a pickaxe. In that shape, it's a hoe. I think I want an axe as well. So I have a wooden axe, a wooden sword, a wooden pickaxe, and a wooden shovel. Brilliant. Tip top. I'm happy at the moment. I've got a decent reserve of logs and planks. So what do I want to do next? Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to take my axe. My crafting bench is made out of wood, so it's going to be quicker to pick it up if I use the axe to do it. So you will now notice that we have an axe. We've got the right tool for the job of cutting down trees, and you'll see we cut through these that much quicker. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. So fast you barely saw it, right? As a side note, what you're going to see once you cut down a tree is that the leaves slowly start to degenerate. When the leaves degenerate, they can randomly drop sticks, and they can also drop saplings. Now you can plant a sapling by right-clicking and placing it on the ground, and a new tree eventually will grow in that place. If you're environmentally conscious, that can be a great thing for you to get up to. And it also means that wood is a sustainable material. You can effectively produce an infinite amount of it as you continue to play. So it's still day 1. I've got some tools. What am I looking for next? Right, well, before my first night, I'm either going to need a safe place to stop, or I'm going to need a bed. Ideally, both. Now, what happens in Minecraft is that when it gets dark, monsters can appear, and they will come and kill you. When you die, you lose all your items, and that's bad news. So I'm going to run around and try and find some sheep. And if I don't do that, we'll go from there. Okay, I've done a little bit of moving around and I still haven't found any sheep. This is sugarcane. This is useful. break the bottom block and all 3 will break. But you can also plant it. 1, 2, 3. They will eventually grow to be 3 blocks high, just like that one over there and just like the ones I've broken. Oh, that's actually 4 blocks high. I never realised that. Pigs, unfortunately for them, are a good source of food. So I'm going to take my sword and I'm going to make some food. We've just picked up a raw pork chop. So you'll see that little green ball and hear the ding sound. That pinging sound is experience. And you can see at the bottom, I now have that bar that's filling up and it now has the number 1 next to it. That means I'm level 1, which is a good place to be, I suppose, this early in the game. You'll notice my hunger bar is depleting and I'm starting to get hungry. When that gets below a certain level, I won't be able to run anymore either. At the moment, I'm using a shovel to excavate this hole here because I'm giving up on sheep and now I need to find a hole and light it up, which also means I need some stone. You cannot harvest stone without a pickaxe. Well, there are ways of harvesting stone without a pickaxe, but it's certainly not by breaking it with your fist. It will take a very, very long time. Okay, it's starting to get dark now, so I really need to get a move on. I have 29 cobblestone here, which is absolutely loads. You can move items between your inventory and your hotbar by just clicking and moving them. So I'm going to place down my crafting bench, lay 8 cobblestone in there in a box formation, and I get a furnace. Brilliant. Get the furnace, stick some logs in it, stick some more logs in it, and you can use logs to burn logs. And what I get from that is going to be very useful. I'm going to start boxing myself in now to make sure the monsters don't come and get me. So, handily enough, you can use logs to burn logs and you produce charcoal. You get some sticks and put charcoal on the end of the stick, you get 4 torches per piece of charcoal plus stick. So, I have 8 torches. A torch is a permanent light source. They do not run out. We have now got a fully lit up hole and a safe place to stay for the night. And that's our first day. But Argent, I hear you ask, how do we know when it's safe to come out? Well, take a peek outside and close it up. You can get glass, but we don't have any at the moment. I'm just going to harvest up some more materials because they should be useful. We're going to use this hidey hole as a useful little spot for the time being. I've got charcoal, I've got logs. So this furnace here, you put items in the top, and in the bottom you put something you can burn, such as sticks. But you see that one stick that we've just used burned very, very quickly. Not even for long enough to cook a single pork chop. Logs last considerably longer, and a piece of charcoal will last longer still. Once that reaches the bottom, it will then burn the next item. Beautiful. I'm just going to pop that charcoal in there to let those pork chops cook. Let's talk about chests. If you create 8 oak planks and arrange them in a box, you will get a chest. A chest is a place where you can store stuff, obviously. We can pop our sugarcane in there, feathers, cobblestone, raw chicken planks, spruce logs. I'll hang on to my sticks and my dirt. Superb. So we now have pork chops. You gain experience for cooking pork chops, and you can eat by holding down the right mouse button. Super. And now a quick lesson on furnishing your new home. So shift click to move the cobblestone over to my inventory. Let's see what else we can do with cobblestone. We arrange it in this formation. We can make slabs, which is just like regular cobblestone, but it is half a block tall, like that. Isn't that neat? If you place them in this configuration, you will get 4 sets of stairs, which are really handy because you can place them like that. So if I excavate myself out some more space here, so we can lay down steps like that, and now we no longer have to jump to ascend this level. So that's steps and slabs. What else can you do? Well, you can also make steps and slabs out of planks. Another thing you can make out of planks, however, is doors. Brilliant. So if you create an opening 2 blocks high, like so, step outside, place that on the floor. You can right click to open the door, right click to close the door. Fantastic. And now we can see out of it and wait for daytime. In the meantime, I'm going to dig some more space out. You'll see in the hotbar where I've got this pickaxe selected that there's a wear bar underneath it. That bar will slowly go down to nothing as I continue to use the tool, and once it runs out completely, the tool will break and I won't be able to use it anymore. It will be completely gone and I'll simply have to replace it. Here's the thing. You may have thought that wooden axe is fast, but you're about to have your eyes open to a whole new set of tools. These are stone tools, and they are faster and more durable than wooden ones. Let's just do a little bit more mining and see if we can stumble upon anything more useful than just plain old stone. Now, something you've got to be really careful about when you're digging holes is light levels. Two things to note here. Number one, if you press F3, I'm just going to place this torch here. You press F3, it will show you some information. Now, if you look over on the left-hand side, we will see a row that says client light in the middle section on the left. Currently it says 12, 6 sky, 6 sky, 12 block. And that will change depending on where you are. And it will change the further away from a light source you get, it will reduce. If I remove this torch here, our light level here is 7, 6, 5. Any light level at 7 or below, monsters can spawn. So a creeper, a skeleton, or a zombie could come out of nowhere, literally conjure in thin air inside this space, and kill me inside my own hut. So, not a situation we want, which is why it's so important to place light. So, nighttime lessons over. We have not slept. Yes, you are supposed to sleep in Minecraft. And we're ready to venture back out into the big wide world. Let's get a navigation system in place, shall we? Aren't these flowers pretty? Whoa! Arrows! Where'd that come from? There he is. That is a skeleton. They spawn in the darkness. And once he steps out into the sunlight will begin to burn him. He will set on fire. Just like that. And that will eventually kill him. Hit him with the sword with the left button. Whoa. Come on, let's have it. And that's a zombie. Kill, kill. Wonderful. If you're ever on fire, you can turn around, jump straight into water, and your problem will be solved. The problem of being on fire, at least. Let's think about how we can see this place from a long way away. I'm just going to jump up. I'm going to make a big tower out of dirt. And I'm going to... No, I'm not going to place a torch on top of it. I'm just going to build that tower out of dirt and hope for the best. And pay attention to, obviously, which way I'm moving. I'm just going to go this way. And what I'm looking for today is a sheep. Here's a good find, though. Instead of manufacturing charcoal to burn for the furnace, you can harvest it like this. Just broken this wooden pickaxe, and now we can upgrade to the stone one. You don't have to break your first wooden pickaxe to use the stone one. So let's keep moving. Still looking for sheep. It's a good supply of coal down there. And there's a couple of bees as well. But they're not going to be too useful to me at the moment. That sound is an Enderman. There he is. Right, that guy. Don't look him in the face. Because he'll get angry and kill you. Well, he won't. He won't kill you if you're better than I am at the game, but he will get angry at you, and he'll come and teleport towards you, and he will attack you. But they're harmless if you just leave them alone. Okay, we've got a healthy stock of coal now, it appears. Yep, I've got 26 of them. Have I got more wood? I don't have any more wood, so I think I might harvest some more here, since I've got the opportunity. Still no sign of a sheep. And I'm conscious that I don't want to travel too far away from my original base just at the moment. Chicken, let's get some food in. Food, food. Yes, you are food. Ah, and you can see that I can't run anymore. Ah, about running. So, eat some food, get your food above a certain level, and you will be able to run. You just press control while you're moving, you'll go into a sprint. So that's regular running, and that's a sprint. So I've got some chicken to tide me over through the night. If I drop down here, here's my hidey hole. Get this food eaten. You'll notice that sweet berries don't really fill you up anywhere near as much as chicken does. What I'm doing here is I'm planting sweet berries. You can see as I lay these down, these aren't the same bushes that I laid down earlier. They're actually much smaller. You give them some time and some sunlight, and they will grow into bushes that produce more berries. They are a sustainable, farmable food source, which is really useful to have this early in the game. So I'm going to get my raw chicken together, and I'm going to get that cooked up. Single player survival game, you can pause the game by pressing escape. On a multiplayer server, this does not happen. The game keeps running even while you are paused. And that means that you can still die. So if you want to pause on a multiplayer server, quit. You have been warned. But that is going to be where we end this episode. I'm back a few days later. It's the 26th of December, which makes it Boxing Day. And Mojang have had the good grace to reskin the chests to make them look like Christmas presents. Isn't that lovely? Let's be honest, it's a little bit rubbish. I've already put stuff in the box myself. They didn't add anything to it. There's nothing here that I didn't already have. So, kind of bummed out. Where's my Christmas cake? Where's my pork chops? Where's my pigs in blankets? Cooked chicken? Already my own investment. Gee. Thanks, Mojang. I should probably stop being so grumpy. It's Christmas. I had a great day yesterday. So that's where we're going to end it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And look forward to next time where hopefully we're going to get our hands on some sheep so we can create a bed and finally get to sleep. Cheers. Bye-bye.